Hey, a shout out to John, one of my subscribers. This is for you, buddy. Thanks for subscribing. So I built this car about 20 years ago, and I had purchased this 61 Ford Fairlane for my daughter for her first car, and it had a straight six engine in it, and I think it was a one owner car, and it was just absolutely gutless. It couldn't pull a skin off a rice pudding. Anyway, I decided it really wasn't suitable for her first car, and I had this old 1972 GMC Jimmy 4x4 jacked up, which we had for a long time, and it had a really rusty body on it. So I decided the Ford was kind of pretty dreary as a four-door regular car, but it would make an awesome monster car, and I had been wanting to do that for quite a while. So I took the body off the GMC and went through the frame and cleaned it and painted it and made everything really nice mechanically. And I cut the frame and lengthened it 29 inches so that the wheelbase was perfect for the car. At this point I had done all my measurements and decided that's the length I needed. And I took the body off the frame of the 61 Ford Fairlane and positioned it on top of the frame of the GMC. And I had wooden blocks in there, and I had adjusted the heights and stuff until I got it exactly how I wanted it. And then I started making these major mounts out of 3-inch channel, and making L-shaped brackets out of it with a bar across them to make them really strong. Anyway, I finally mounted the body to the truck frame and did a lot of body work on it and painted it and stuff, and it was looking really cool. So after I had mounted 44-inch tires on my 15-inch rims, it all looked really great. It had the original 350 engine in it, 4-bolt main with a 4-speed transmission. It was 4-wheel drive, and with the manual transmission, it was powerful enough. It could have been a little bit more powerful for high speed, but I really enjoyed that car for about 15 years or so. And as the kids got bigger, Maximilian ended up owning it, and it was starting to get rusty here and there, and he really wanted to upgrade it and had a big block built for it. Well, actually, originally we put a blueprint higher performance 350 in it, but it literally, the car didn't move from that point. And then he started to want to restore it, so he had a big block, a 496 built for it, about 600 horsepower, and he got heavier axles for it and everything, and got big wheels and this, that, and next thing. And we did quite a lot of extensive body work on it, of which he did the majority. And he had become very good at spraying, working on the cars with me. Anyway, so I acted as the spotter and mixed in the paints and stuff, and he did the spraying of it, and he did a really beautiful job. One of the problems we had was that because they only did this body style for 1 year, I believe it was only 1 year, it's impossible to get parts for. The entire front of the hood had rusted away, and I actually rebuilt that out of really thick metal and everything, and it wasn't that easy a job, but it ended up looking pretty good. Also, the bottom of the doors had rusted quite badly, and that was the face of the door panels, and we couldn't get new door skins, so Maximilian did repairs on that, and I did help him on some of that. And it wasn't the best bodywork in the world, but it actually turned out pretty nice. And because it was a monster car, we kind of got away with it. So he wanted to do a custom paint job, and the car we originally painted it kind of off-white. So he went with a bright white, but he wanted to add a lot of pearl into it. So after initially painting inside the car and inside the engine compartment, doors and roof and etc., we masked everything off and did the exterior of the car. And then he added masses of pearl into the clear and clear coated the whole car. And in the sunlight, it looks really amazing.
Right, we've done the white on the bits we're going to do right now. We want to get all the inside edges done. We've done the inside of the doors and the roof and all the little bits. So everything's come out good. So what we're going to do now is we're going to do the green pearl and get that all done on all the inside pieces. And then we'll clear coat, and then we'll mask off everything we've done, put the hood and trunk back on, and just do the whole outside of the car. We primed the car, went over a little bit, re-primed a few little things, sprayed it white, gave it a coat, and then we scuffed it, and then we gave it another coat or two, and after about half an hour we hit it with 400, just get any overspray off, just to give it a better finish. And double checked everything, and now we're ready to degrease it again, tack rag it, and then spray the pearl on it. I think it's going to be really nice. Oh, I know it's going to be really nice.
It's definitely challenging when you have such a large car to paint. Just extra 6 inches wide and higher. it's really hard. As you can see how the it's starting to pop with the pearl on these pieces here. You don't really get the true look of it in the photographs, but in real life and in the sunshine, the car looks pretty astonishing. These pictures are a little bit out of sequence, but this was when it was masked off and we were clear coating and pearling the sections of the trunk inside and the roof before we took the masking paper off and did the rest of the car. You know, I had always really liked the idea or the concept of a monster car, but I had never really seen one that I liked, because they all looked like someone had taken a car body, bolted it to a truck frame, and if you don't make the wheel wells bigger and you don't get the proportions right, it just looks too out of proportion, doesn't look good. So I think with our monster cars, they look very different because the proportions are really good, and it just makes the cars look done so much better. Also, another thing that you don't see with cars like this is someone taking them to that next level where they're doing, you know, proper refined, you know, paint jobs and making them mechanically really good. They're not just mud boggers, which is very cool. But, you know, we wanted to make these into family street vehicles and, you know, use them as a family car. Anyway, a lot of people seem to really love them, and we certainly do, which is why I built another one, which was the Dodge of Doom, my 1957 Dodge Custom Royal Lancer, which you've seen in the other videos, which I absolutely love. I was kind of missing this one, which was now Maximilian's, and so I wanted another one of my own, so that's why I built the Mark II. And now we're actually building a Mark III, which is going to be Samantha's, my oldest daughter, which is a 59 Buick. Anyway, I hope you guys are enjoying the videos. You can see how heavy duty Maximilian did the bumpers, etc. We had, or he had brought, you know, truck bumpers, and we had cut them down and, you know, made them shorter or larger in areas where they needed to be, so they fitted the proportions of the car properly. He even had his little boy's name put in the front of the bumper there, Maximus. So he ended up calling the car Maximus, and it was really cool. I kept the original chrome bumpers on it and kind of adapted to that, and I really did like that look, but I also like this look. Making a combination between kind of a truck and a car works really well, and the mirrors really pull it together like that. If you'll notice, the mirrors on this car and the mirrors on my Dodge, you know, are truck mirrors, but it really works. You're basically trying to pull the truck and the car together to get this kind of hybrid look, and it works very well, I think. I did have videos and photographs of, you know, some of the other restoration parts of this car, fixing the panels and stuff, but for this video I just wanted to make one video rather than lots and bore people, and that's why you don't see too much of that here. these photographs, the car's not finished yet. You know, it hasn't got the mirrors on it. I don't think all the interior was done, and he does other upgrades. My daughter did the interior, and you'll see some really great pictures of that later on. And she did a beautiful job. She has an upholstery shop.
Has it got gas in it?
Last time we
So Maximilian put some 24-inch chrome rims on it. I think they were American Force wheels. And it's not quite my style. I kind of like the 15-inch with the boggers on it, but it did look really good, and it's what he wanted. And we all have slightly different tastes. As you can see, he put a pretty serious tow hitch on this thing, and this thing can actually tow some pretty heavy duty stuff. It's quite cool. You'll see him sometimes towing his backhoes and stuff around in big trailers with this vehicle. It's quite funny to see people's expressions when he's going down the road. Yeah, he likes to tow his cigarette boat with it, and that's where we get some of the awesome fishing videos we have on our channel with him fishing from that boat. And we hope to get a lot more good fishing videos for you, especially now he's got the Talon 21, which he's just repowered and everything. So stay tuned to our channel for some of our fishing videos. So here at Max's Mean Machines, you can see why we're kind of known for our cars. We definitely try to build things which are a little bit, you know, unusual, power-wise, and the way they look. And, you know, hope you enjoy them.